children, welcome back to our class. In this module, we are going to learn about the clock. From morning to end to night, we are doing many works. Midnight, 12 o'clock, and then sunrise, morning, wake up time, have breakfast. So, in between that, you want to do all your works, go to school, noon time, and then afternoon, evening, sunset, dinner, go to bed, midnight. So these are all your routine work. It may be your routine work. So here just we are using sunrise, morning, wake up. So we are not mentioning here, it is a common thing. So to mention that, we can use a clock at 6 o'clock, at 8 o'clock, at 5 o'clock. Like that, you can just mention the time. So, the time is very valuable. We need to be punctual. Punctuality is very important to improve our life. So, to get success, you want to be a punctual person. Punctual. What does mean by punctual? You want to do your work on time. How can we look at that time? By using the clock. So we measure and define what time of the day it is using clocks. So this is a model of clock. Here the basic unit of time is the second. There are also minutes, hours, days, weeks, months and years. All those things we can mention it by using the clock and calendar. At first, we can learn about the clock and then we can go to the calendar. Here it's given a parts of a clock. Parts of a clock. It has three hands. Three hands are there. The smallest hand is the hour hand. The longest hand is the minute hand. And the fastest hand is the second hand. We have some numbers inside the clock that are all called as hour numbers. Hour numbers. And in between the part in the division, we have small lines. So these lines are called as minute lines. These lines are called as minute lines. The face of the clock is called as dial. So these are all the parts of a clock. In a clock, the shorter hand shows hours, longer hand shows minutes. The basic unit of a time is the second. We can say minutes, hours, days, goes on. Look at this clock. Here we have numbers, hour numbers. We told that these are all the hour numbers. So 1 and 2. There are 12 divisions inside this circle. There are 12 big divisions. Each stands that 1 hour. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So each stands for 1 hour. Next we can say there are 5 small divisions in between 2 big divisions. For example, 8 and 9 is the biggest division. Inside that the small dotted lines are there. That is the minute lines. That are all the minute lines. In between that division we have 5 small division. That indicates it's a minute. Then we can say that it takes 1 minute to move from one big division to the next. See here, the minute hand is moving around the circle. So it takes, if one move is from in between each and every lines. So it tells that is 1 minute. It takes 5 minutes to move from 12 to 1, 1 to 2. So that is 5 minutes. So it will take 60 minutes to round a circle. It takes 60 steps to rotate one time. Now let us watch the clock. We want to say what is the time. So to tell the time, you want to check the hour hand. First you want to check the hour hand. The hour hand shows 5. Hour hand shows 5. So first we have to write 5. And then you want to put the colon mark. And you can check the minute hand. It shows 12. So we can put 0 minutes. We don't have any minutes. So we can say 5 o'clock. In number, if in a word, if you want to say, you can tell 5 o'clock. This is 5 o'clock. Here it shows it's a 5 o'clock. Let me give you some examples of all the o'clock. Look at here. It is 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. So the clock, 1 minute hand shows 1 and minute hand shows 12 o'clock, hour hand shows 1. Here hour hand shows 2, minute hand shows 12 only. So this is a 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6. So minute hand shows 12, hour hand shows 6. So this is a 12 hours diagram. I have given a o'clock. Now let us read how to write the time. How to write the time. How do you write the time? First part is a hours part. Next part is a minute part. The next is second part. In between you must put the colon sign. So this is a procedure to write the time. It tells that 9 hours 45 minutes and 30 seconds. 9 hours 45 minutes. Here we are showing 9 hours. So how to write the 9 hours? 9 hours minute 0. So you have to write it number. This is the way to write in a numbers. If you are writing in a words, how will you write it? That we shall learn. So before that you must know the time, minutes. You must know the minutes. So this is o'clock. If the minutes hand shows this, we can say that is 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. It's a 60. So it comes to the next hour. Next hour. So now you can look at this diagram. It shows the our hand is in between 3 and 4 and it shows the 6 o'clock, 6, isn't it? So that means that is 30 minutes. We can say that is 30 minutes. So how can you write the number? How can you write the time? It is the 3 o'clock, okay, 3 hours and 30 minutes. 3 hours and 30 minutes. So this is the way to write it. Seconds, if you know, you can write, otherwise you can leave it. But this is compulsory. You have to say the hours and minutes properly. Now can you tell me what is the time? Just you can check it. The our hand does not touch the 8. So it is going to 8. But it's not 8. It moves from 7. But it does not reach the 8. So we can say it is 7 hours only. 7 hours. And you can tell me what is the minute. Hours I have written by the hour hand. By using the minute hand, we want to write the minutes. So this is 5 minutes, 10, 15, 20. It is the 5 table. Here we can apply the 5 tables. So you can write 8 5s are 40. So 40 minutes. 40 minutes. 7 hours 40 minutes. Here I have given some example for you. You can just practice yourself. What is the time? 6 hours 20 minutes. What's the time? Already we have seen that 7 hours 40 minutes. And look at here. It is 8 hours 40 minutes. This is 8 hours 20 minutes. You can check the answer with this key. Now we are going to learn how to write the time by words. Here I told that this is 5 past. See, this clock can be divided into 2 half, 1 half. Okay, this part and the next part. 12 to 6, if you draw one line, you can get 2 parts. This is past, this side is 2. You can think like this. This is past, this is 2, this is 2. Okay, so if the minute hand shows this one, we can say 5 past 2. For example, if the minute hand shows 5, the minute hand shows, here the minute hand shows 1, the hour hand shows 8. Okay, you can think that if it shows like this, we can say this is 5 past 8. We can say that it is 5 past 8. If the minute hand shows the 2, we can say 10 past, 10 minutes past 8. And this is a special thing. Already you have learned that is quarter past. This is quarter past. And if the minute hand shows 4, we can say that is 8 o'clock 20 minutes, isn't it? So we can say 20 minutes past 8. And it goes on. After it reaches the 30 minutes, it shows the 35 minutes. So hereafter we have to use the word to. So the minute hand comes to the next part, 2 part. So here you have to tell that 5. How many minutes are there to 9 o'clock? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So after 25 minutes, this clock shows 9 o'clock, isn't it? So we can tell that 25 minutes to 9. 25 minutes to 9. So after 20 minutes, if the minute hand shows 8 o'clock, 8, we can tell that after 20 minutes, the time will be 9 o'clock. After 20 minutes, the time will be 9 o'clock. So you can think that 5, 10, 15, 20, isn't it? So 20 minutes are there to be 9 o'clock. So we can say 20 minutes to 9. 20 minutes to 9. So like this, you want to write the time in words. This one we can say that the time is, hour hand shows 5, minute hand shows 3. So this is 15 minutes. So this is a special time. This one are all the 4 are all the special time. So we are not using the past, the minutes. Instead of that, we are using quarter. Quarter past 5. So the time before 15 minutes, the time is 5. So we are telling that quarter past 5. Now it's a time for practice. Can you write the name for this words now for the time? 8, 9. So you can write 9 minutes past 8. In here, this one 35. So it comes to the 2 part. So you can use the 2 word. 2. How to write? 25 minutes to 9. 25 minutes to 9. 45. So this is quarter to 8. Quarter to 8. Let me give an answer for this question. Just you can check the answer, children. Thank you, children.